Now, Oprah, your old mate Oprah, she's decided that she is, we've moved on from self-help and Nate's, housekeeping tips. She's all in on Black Lives Matter, and she's all in about using her ability to educate people about things, which includes, regardless of whether you are the poorest of poor white people, you still have an inherent advantage than a person of colour in the United States.
There are white people who are not as powerful as the system of white people, the caste system that's been put in place, but they still, no matter where they are on the rung or the ladder of success, they still have their whiteness.
James, it's your former country, mate.
Well, yeah,
that's your future president.
I love to be told how how racist the system is by a billionaire black media mogul in Oprah Winfrey. I looked at some more of this thing. I mean, she said white people run the whole country, white people run the world, and everything. It's this weird stuff that almost sounds like it come out of, the Klan or something like that if it wasn't coming from her. Did she just sleep through the 8 years when Barack Obama was president? I mean, it's just, this is bad, this collective guilt. She was talking to one of these guys who was saying, there's no such thing as, they have this idea that on one hand, there is no such thing as white culture, and white people are completely ill-cultured, illiterate, sheltered morons. And on the other hand, they run this whole complete cabal, which sounds a little bit like they could be saying something else, too, if you know what I'm saying.
Correct.
But it's really sinister stuff, this collective guilt, this shaming. I mean, it's like, Oprah, you're a billionaire. A stacked system would not have let you become a millionaire.
But also, dare I put, my head in the lion's mouth here, Corey, but alas, I seem to like it in there. It's so warm. This lady became very rich off some very poor white people who watched her every single day in the middle of the day. She made an awful lot of money off the very people who she turns around and says, they're inherited value.
But what Oprah did was inherently, absolutely, everything that she's professing to campaign against. It was racist. It was judging people on the colour of their skin. And we've been taught from Martin Luther King for decades that we should judge people by the content of their character. And if she's suggesting that there's some privilege in some poor redneck from in a trailer park in backwoods Indiana or wherever it is, and that they've got more privilege than she does and some of the superstars of Hollywood, well, it just proves how out of touch she is, that like a lot of in the entertainment industry, they are abject hypocrites. They are absolutely hypocritical because what they will jump on is contrary to what they've lived themselves. And we've seen that with Ellen DeGeneres, and now we're seeing it with Oprah.
Well,